Our politicians decided that these cars should not cost more than ICE cars and remove the taxes. So we tax ICE cars heavily and we don't tax these cars. To say it differently, we tax what we don't want and we promote what we want. And this makes it possible for consumers to choose electric, and they do, and now soon the majority is doing so. So far this year, almost 50% of new car sales have been electric cars. So now more and more people are buying these cars just like any other car, as a regular car. So we're in an early mass market, and people are not just the early adopters anymore. And the challenge now is getting enough chargers up and running, because people are using this more and more as the #1 car. They're using it for longer trips. They use it if they want to go to the mountains on the weekends. And then you get a challenge with capacity at the chargers. So you have more and more situations where people actually have to queue and wait in line to use a fast charger. And that's quite annoying when you're actually on your way to somewhere and want this to be quick. So we are now working together with the industry, the different charging operators, and trying also to get the politicians to understand that we now have to plan for a whole different infrastructure to get enough capacity, enough charging capacity. And of course it's also helped with here that we're staying at this Ionity station, that they're also putting up chargers that can charge, where cars can charge on higher speeds. But we also need more reliable chargers, and we need more chargers, really. Yeah. In Norway, back in 2012, the market share was 3%. So 3% of new car sales were electric. So far this year, it's close to 50%. So it's happened very, very fast in Norway. But that is not because we as Norwegians are more environmentally friendly or anything like that. It's because these cars can compete price-wise. And this will happen on a global basis pretty soon, because we will get a situation where these cars get cheaper to produce because volume rises, and you have had the batteries price coming down. So Bloomberg, for example, say that before 2025, electric cars will be cheaper to produce, and some OEMs say it will happen even further. So we will have a paradigm shift and a total disruption on a global level, because Norway did this even though the technology was not really mature. We have mostly been in the beginning of when the sales started running, there were still cars with low range, with lacked charging stations. In other countries, you will be helped with better technology, cars that can go with long range and better charging infrastructure. So that's why I'm saying this will probably happen faster in many other markets as soon as we reach this tipping point where the price levels out. And of course it will happen even sooner in markets where the politicians are helping with incentives and trying to push this to happen faster.